welcome to our teachers. I am Nur Ala Safia and my partner is Nur Aina Batrisha. We are looking forward to talking with you guys today about our KmR project. It's a Curvy word. Now let's begin our presentation. So, first of all, I would like to talk about our KmR project that me and my partner are working on. For our KmR project, we choose Istana Negara in Malaysia as our construction to present today. This project was put on 12 September 2021 by Nur Aina Batrisha, and the material that she used were based on box, glue gun, papers, aluminum foils, skewer, and knife. We are doing this KmR project to see our deep learning in this year 2021 and our PBD. This KmR project also combined in 3 subjects such as mathematics, history, and English. For the KmR project, we are given a task to find a quadratic function, construction history, and our conversation today in English.
And Assalamualaikum. I am Nur Aina Batrisha and I will tell you about the history of our project. As you can see, this is the real picture of the Istana Negara gate. And this is our finally model project. The Istana Negara gate has 3 pillars of passage, and this is the main gate and its downward parabola for the quadratic function that will be explained to you by Nur Alia. Now back to our main conversation about the history. The Istana Negara was originally a bungalow built in 1928, become the residence of millionaire Curvy and his family until the outbreak of World War II. As soon as the millionaire flew, it was used as Japanese army official for 4 years in Malay from 1942 to 1945. Once the Japanese were no longer in power of Malay, the Curvy family returned in 1946. However, it will belong to British Malian Emergency Ministry as the senior office. Later, it was changed ownership when Selangor state government bought it for the resident of Sultan Selangor, and then changed ownership again when the federal government bought it in 1957 as the resident of the first Yang di-Pertuan Agong Tunku Abdul Rahman Ibni Almarhum Tunku Muhammad few weeks before the declaration of independence as the official resident as the country's highest government. The reason the National Palace became one of the tourist spots because it stands firmly on an era in capital city that attracts anyone's attention, just not an ordinary building. It is building. This is the real Istana Negara before it revamped, and its bungalow before it. So this is the bungalow before revamped, and this is the Istana Negara now. Indeed, it is a building that symbol of the greatness of the people of this country and which is the pride of the people and national sovereignty. Fun fact that become one of the tourist spot because the guard at the Istana Negara resemble the Windsor Castle in UK guard. So this is the Windsor Castle guard in UK, and this is the guard in Istana Negara. So that's all for the history I will tell you. Now I will pass to the next presenter, Nur Alia, for the quadratic function explains.
Now I will present the next subject which is mathematics. For this mathematics, we will go into the quadratic chapter to find the curve of the gate of the state place. So, based on the gate show a negative curve. On the axis of the curve is given approximate 16 cm to find the quadratic equation. With an estimated number of 16 cm divided by 2 into 2, which is 8 cm, for 2 parts of which are negative and positive. This is negative side and this is positive side. After that, we need to make a calculation for the quadratic of this equation. First, we have to show the root 1 by 2 by using the number that has been divided earlier, which is 8 cm. So we write like this. The cos of 1 is equal to the negative, and for the second cos equal to positive 8. After writing like that, we have to put a number in parentheses. So we have to write like this: negative parentheses x plus x. Then write again like before, but the parentheses x are negative 8. Then we have to do cross multiplication. So we multiply all the number just now. So we finish the multiplying all the numbers. So we have to put the numbers that were multiplied earlier in the parentheses. Why do we still have to put the parentheses? Is because the number is not complete yet. After finishing putting the answer from the course landings earlier, we will get the same number, but one negative and one positive. So we take the calculator, enter the negative number 8 plus positive, and we will get 0. Negative 8. So we got 0. So we just have to write the number that have no partner. Meaning that if we get a 0 number, we don't have to write. Just write back the number that has no partner. We just need to write x squared the negative of 64. The number and the letters still remain in negative parentheses. Now is the time to remove the numbers and the letter from these negative parentheses. Way to remove the numbers and letter from these negative brackets, we have to do cross multiplication like before, but this time not multiple by a number, but by a negative that is outside the parentheses. Like this. After cross multiplying by the negative, and we will notice that negative 64 has turned into positive 64. Same as x squared, but before this, he is positive. After x squared, it mirrors a cross landing with negative. He will continue to change into a negative. But remember, the number is not complete yet because we still have the x squared. We have to throw away that number. Okay. Okay, just now we look closely at the quadratic drawing just now. We can see that we get 16.4. Only no negative x squared. How do we get rid of the x squared? We have to look at the x-axis. Oh, sorry. x-axis. Near the x-axis, we will be able to get 0, 0, 0, y. So because x is like a 0 point on the x-axis, we throw them away. Like x. So we make them disappear. Okay. And finally, we will get y equals 64. This is the end of the answer. That's all about my part.